Alright, so if you have compelling, then you are correct. So raise your hand if you have compelling. Everybody compelling?
Yes. No.
Alright.
No.
No?
Yes.
Who has something different? Carol, what you have that's different?
What is it? It's Jordan Pineapple basketball team. I don't know. I found that day.
Why'd you find a lane?
I don't know. This in a class. Like, I don't know. Like ugly.
Okay. Allie.
They've shown you these are that you're showing us. Is it the whole story or is it?
It's a piece of the story. It's just enough to determine if it's compelling or lame. Like if you would want to like continue to read the story. All right, Ellie's last one.
I found names before a woman like them guys. Because I don't want to hear no woman saying about me like a woman. I don't really want to hear about that. I don't even like to hear about a woman.
Okay. So I want to bring something to your attention. I think by now, like we all have like different viewpoints and different opinions and what we like, what we don't like. So some of us find these stories lame, and some of us find these stories compelling. Okay, and it's okay. Like if you have a preference, like meaning you like this versus you don't like this. Okay. So let's do a quick check for understanding. So what's your stories? So why should stories be compelling or lame? Turn and talk. Go. Why should stories be compelling or lame?
The reader is more intrigued into it and doesn't actually leave that away.
Okay. So why should stories be compelling or lame?
They have like an example of what they're showing the show.
Explain. What do you mean?
You said what's it?
I said why should stories be compelling or lame?
Oh, yes. It just depends on what audience is into the story.
Okay. All right. So let's pull it back together in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. I'm gonna start with Allie. Answer. Go. Why should stories be compelling or lame?
Because it's what like it just what's matter what audience the story pulls into it.
Okay. Anybody have? So why should stories be lame? So you tell me why stories be compelling. Why should stories be lame? Daniel. Should stories be lame? No, they shouldn't be lame, right? Because you want to keep reading, right? So who's going to write a book? And it's just an example about like how the girl who passed the STAAR test because she was smart. That doesn't make me intrigue me to want to know more. Does it intrigue you to want to know more? No, it doesn't. It was boring, right? All right. So let's take it one step further, okay? So conflict. Let me get Brian to read the green.
What is a conflict? A problem that a character faces.
Al, let me get you to read the brown.
What are the types of conflicts? Man versus self, man versus society, man versus man, man versus nature.
And let me get Daniel to read the pink. The lavender.
What is a compelling conflict and an interesting problem that calls for action? Think about the Greek myth, Wolf Wilder, Wallace and the Hear My Prayer.
Alright, so these are books that we've read throughout the year, okay? Think about the problems in those books, okay? Some of you thought Wolf Wilder was kind of boring, you didn't like it. And a lot of you got into Roll of Thunder, Hear My Cry, okay? So think about those specific conflicts in those stories that hooked you, okay? This is going to be very helpful for later when you have to write your own story, your own short story. Alright, so in some more independent practice, I want you to go ahead and Marlon, pass it out. This way. you guys. So the document is not working. So the first example is going to be my teacher model. So you are just gonna have to follow along while I read out loud to you, okay? So it says, John's hand trembled. Actually, I read this earlier, so I don't have to read again. So I've already said this is a compelling. It's compelling, all right? So it's a compelling. The first one is a compelling conflict. On your papers, you have listed out the types of conflict. Okay? So Ms. Cuba's going to say that this is person versus nature. Alright? So in this first example that I read earlier about John being somewhere and he doesn't have like fire and he's trying to not freeze to death, I think this is going to be John person versus nature, okay? So make sure you, and this is a external. It's external problem. Circle external.
On the first one?
Mm-hmm.
What was the type of conflict?
It's person versus nature. So these are all compelling conflicts, but we're getting like specific and trying to figure out what type of conflicts they are. So that everybody understand. And it's okay if you didn't, let me know if you don't.
Hey, what was
You don't?
no.
Okay, yep.
The circle thing?
So your circle, if it's internal, if it's happening in the inside, or if it's happening in the outside. So internal is in inside, external is outside. So internal is like feelings and emotions and what you're thinking, and external is like something outside, like in this example, nature or with another person. Okay, so go ahead and do 2 and 3 in your groups. It's external, I'm sorry. So do 2 and 3 in your groups, go. You may talk, table voices, go. Marlon said, well, I don't hear anybody talking.
Oh,
Lucy Hill said, well, I don't hear anybody talking. Okay, so this is a person versus nature. Do you understand why? Okay, because he's out somewhere, like in the outside. I would say he's in the island, but he's fighting with fire right now. Because he doesn't want to freeze to death. Okay, he doesn't want to freeze it, so he needs a fire. So it's him versus nature, because if he doesn't get that fire, he might just freeze to death. Okay, so they're like a describing aspect of nature. So do you understand? Right? Are you sure? Let me know. Are you sure? Matching it, you sure? Alright, so number 2 true, okay?
and,
Alright, I'll give you another minute and a half, go.
person.
2 and 3.
This one's called person, which is he's telling himself to try to play his job. So it's internal, but he's telling himself.
What do y'all think for number 2? Read it. What y'all got for number 2? External conflicts. Why is the person versus society? So once you have completed number 2, go ahead and go to number 3. Once you have completed number 2 with your group, go ahead to number 3. This is just giving us more practice, so when we create our short stories, we are not confused about conflicts and different types of conflicts, okay? Why? And that's the way other people think, right? So I'll give us 1 more minute for group work. Guys, remember, we have to talk. We have to talk. I know it's the morning, but wake up. We got a full day ahead of us. So 8:25. have finished 2 and 3, you're going to go and do 4, 5, and 6 by yourselves. So you're finished with the front, so go to the back and do the back by yourselves. Go to the back. Go to the back. Alright, the last one, go to the back. Go to the back, Ryan. Go to the back. By yourself. Mhm. Finish up. Come on. Go back. You gotta do 2 and 3. No, no. If you need help, let me know. I'll give you about, put a thumbs up if you don't need a minute. Put a index finger up if you need more than a minute. I'll give you a minute and a half. Keep going.
I wouldn't say this.
Seriously, like seriously. Alright, so put thumbs up if you are done. Put thumbs up if you're done. Alright, you're done? So I'll get, okay, 30 more seconds, go, alright, 2 people. I'm gonna give us some closure points. Cause everybody's on task. What's up, you guys, Thursday? Alright. So I'm gonna give us 2 points because we all did it first. This is week 2, yeah. Sorry. Alright, the 3 points, cause everyone has the front actually done. So 1, 2, 5, alright. We got one more.
Miss, can a horse be a person?
Huh?
Can a horse be a person?
Can a horse be a person? No, because a horse is an animal.
Oh, so person versus nature?
Oh.
Oh,
my God.
How the hell was able to clear that up for you, Brian?
I mean,
How
because
was able to clear that up for you?
I got confused.
I mean,
about
because
that.
a horse is a
Because I thought it
character.
was a person.
Okay, it can be a character, but it's still a horse is still an animal. It doesn't because a horse is a character doesn't stop from being a
Are we animals?
animal.
Oh, we're animals.
We're animals, mammals, right?
We're mammals.
Alright.
Scientists call us animals.
Okay.
We have the same DNA. We have same.
We do not have the same DNA.
So
Uh-huh.
miss,
We have same organ.
So miss-
Alright. Okay, so it sounds like we are done because we're like off subject. Sounds like we're done. Alright, so what I want you to do is check your answers. Nope. I want you to talk about your answers with your group. For 4, 5, and 6. Go. 4, 5, and 6.
Person versus person. External person versus society. External person versus
Do that.
external.
What do you mean without prayer?
4 and 5 and 6.
I put person versus person versus society versus nature.
That's what I put.
Send for number 6. You said you guys thought
Person is a part of the character.
Yes.
Okay, so because it's a character, a horse wouldn't stop being an animal. Okay, it wouldn't be a human.
Wouldn't it be character versus character?
Would it be?
Because in a story, a horse can be a
Is the
character.
so? Let me ask you this: is the conflict
But-
against the character?
Miss, but like,
Okay,
but nature is like droughts
Nature is like
and hurricanes.
well, animals are a part of nature, right?
It's created by God.
But if the conflict was with that animal, then and the animal's a character, it would be character versus character. You see?
Oh.
Okay. Okay. All right. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. So we are going to move on. Marlon, pass out this paper. And I want you to think about our brainstorming phase, right? Because the next thing that we're going to do, moving into the second period, we're going to start drafting compelling conflicts, all right? For our short stories. That means you'll have 3 ideas to choose from. It's in your packet. You'll have 3 ideas to choose from. But right now, I want you to look over first silently with your groups about planning stages to make compelling conflicts.